Namaste, Dhanavat Pranam. By the instruction and grace of our spiritual master on Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, we are here reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 10, Texts 18 through 19. Balai Sanchidyamananam Shirobis Charu Kundalai Urubirhi Matalabar Durbir Valhaya Bhalgubi Harakehur Mukutar Ushni Shaischa Mahadanai Astritastarana Bhuvo Rejor Vira Manohara. The great sage Maitreya continued, My dear Vidura, the heads of those who were cut to pieces by the arrows of Dhruva Maharaj were decorated very beautifully with earrings and turbans. The legs of their bodies were as beautiful as golden palm trees. Their arms were decorated with golden bracelets and armlets, and on their heads there were very beautiful, very valuable helmets bedecked with gold. All these ornaments lying on that battlefield were very attractive and could bewilder the mind of a hero. Purport. It appears that in those days soldiers used to go to the battlefield highly decorated, with golden ornaments and with helmets and turbans, and when they were dead, the booty was taken by the enemy party. Their falling dead in battle, with their many golden ornamental dresses, was certainly a lucrative opportunity for the heroes on the battlefield. Text 20. Hatavashishta itare ranajirad rakshokana kshatriya varya sayakai prayo vivrikanavayava vidu druvur mrigendra vikridita yutapa iva. The remaining Yakṣas, who somehow or other were not killed, had their limbs cut to pieces by the arrows of the great warrior Dhruva Maharaj. Thus they began to flee, just as the elephants flee when defeated by a lion. 21. Apasyamana satadattayayinam mahamridhe kanchana manovatamaha purintadrikshan api navishadvisam Namayinam Veda Chikirshitam Jana. Dhruva Maharaj, the best of human beings, observed that in that great battlefield, not one of the opposing soldiers was left standing with proper weapons. He then desired to see the city of Alakapuri, but he thought to himself, no one knows the plans of the mystic Yakshas. 22. Iti purvam chitra rata svastarartim yatha parisham pratiyoga sankita sushrava shabdam jalader ivar itam nabhaspato dikshu rajo navajyata. In the meantime, while Dhruva Maharaj, doubtful of his mystic enemies, was talking with his charioteer, they heard a tremendous sound, as if the whole ocean were there, and they found that from the sky the great dust storm was coming over them from all directions. 23. Shanhena chaditam Shanhena chaditam Shanhena chaditam vyoma Ganankena sarvata Vishwarat Karita Dikshu Trasayat Stana Nuna. Within a moment, the whole sky was overcast with dense clouds, and severe thundering was heard. There was glittering electric lightning and severe rainfall. 24. Vavrishu Rudirha Gasrik Puyavin Mutra Medasha Nipetor Gaganhad Asya Kabandhanyagrato Naga. My dear faultless Vidura, in that rainfall there was blood, mucus, pus, stool, urine, and marrow falling heavily before Dhruva Maharaj, and there were trunks of bodies falling from the sky. 25. Tata Kedrishyata Girir Nipetu Sarvato Disham Gadha Pariga Nistrimsa Mushala Sashma Varshina. Next, a great mountain was visible in the sky, and from all directions hailstones fell along with lances, clubs, swords, iron bludgeons, and great pieces of stone. 26. Ahyo Sani Niveshvasa Vamantognin Rusakshibi Abhyadavan Gajamata Simhavyagrascha Yutasa. Dhruva Maharaj also saw many big serpents with angry eyes, vomiting forth fire and coming to devour him. Along with groups of mad elephants, lions, and tigers. Text 27. Samudra Urimir Bhima Plavhayan Sarvato Bhuvam Asasadha Mahahrida Kalpanta Eva Bhishana. Then, as if it were the time of dissolution of the whole world, the fierce sea with foaming waves and great roaring sounds came forward before him. Text 28. Evam vidhanyane kerni trasan anya manasvinam sasrijus tigmagataya asurya maya yasura. The demon Yakṣas are by nature very heinous, and by their demoniac power of illusion, they can create many strange phenomena to frighten one who is less intelligent. Text 29. Dhruve prayuktam asurais tamayam ati dushtaram nishamya tasya munaya sam asam san samagata. When the great sages heard that Dhruva Maharaj was overpowered by the illusory mystic tricks of the demons, they immediately assembled to offer him auspicious encouragement. 30. Munhaya Uchu Autana Pada Bhagavams Autana Pada Bhagavams Tava Sarna Gandhava Deva Chinotvana Vana Tarti Haro Vipachan Yanna Medheyam Abhidaya Nisham Yachada Lokonaja Satarati Dushtaram Angamrityum. All the sages said, Dear Dhruva, O son of King Uttanapad, may the Supreme Personality of Godhead known as Sarngadhanva, who relieves the distress of his devotees, kill all your threatening enemies. The holy name of the Lord is as powerful as the Lord himself. Therefore, simply by chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord, many men can be fully protected from fierce death without difficulty. Thus, a devotee is saved. Purport. The great rishis approached Dhruva Maharaj at a time when his mind was very perplexed due to the magical feats exhibited by the Yakṣas. A devotee is always protected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By his inspiration only, the sages came to encourage Dhruva Maharaj and assure him that there is no danger because he was a soul fully surrendered to the Supreme Lord. By the grace of the Lord, if a devotee at this time of death can simply chant his holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Simply by chanting this Maha Mantra, he immediately surpasses the great ocean of material sky and enters the spiritual sky. He never has to come back for repetition of birth and death. Simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one can surpass the ocean of death. So Dhruva Maharaj was certainly able to surpass the illusory magical feats of the Yakshas, which for the time being disturbed his mind. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 4th canto, 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Dhruva Maharaj's Fight with the Yakshas. Chapter 11. Swayambhuva Manu advises Dhruva Maharaj to stop fighting. Text 1. Maitreya Uvacha Nishamya Gadatam Evam Rishinam Dhanusi Dhruva Sandadhe Stram Upasprasya Yanarayana Nirmitam. Sri Maitreya said, My dear Vidura, when Dhruva Maharaj heard the encouraging words of the great sages, he performed the achamana by touching water, and then he took up his arrow and made his arrow made by Lord Narayan and fixed it upon his bow. Purport. Dhruva Maharaj was given a specific arrow made by Lord Narayan himself, and he now fixed it upon his bow to finish the illusory atmosphere created by the Yakshas. As it is stated in Bhagavad Gita 7.14, Mam eva ye prapadyante mayam etam tarantite. Without Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, no one is able to overcome the action of the illusory energy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also given us a nice weapon for this age, as stated in Bhagavatam, Sango Pangastra. In this age, the Narayanastra, or weapon to drive away Maya, is the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra in pursuance of the associates of Lord Chaitanya, such as Advaita Prabhu, Nityananda, Gadadhar, and Srivas. Text 2. Sandhiyamana etasmin maya goyaka nirmita Shipram Vineshur Vidura Klesha Gyanodaye Yata. As soon as Dhruva Maharaj joined the Narayanastra arrow to his bow, the illusion created by the Yakshas was immediately vanquished. And just as all material pains and pleasures are vanquished when one becomes fully cognizant of the self. Krishna is like the sun, and Maya, or the illusory energy of Krishna, is like darkness. Darkness means absence of light. Similarly, Maya means absence of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness and Maya are always there side by side. As soon as there is awakening of Krishna consciousness, all the illusory pains and pleasures of material existence are vanquished. Mayam metam tarantite. Constant chanting of the Maha Mantra will keep us always aloof from the illusory energy of Maya. Text 3. Tasyar Shastram Dhanusi Prayuna Jata Suvarna Punka Kala Hamsa Vashasa Vinihristra Avivishur Dvishad Balam Yatavanam Bhimarava Sikanadinaha. Even as Dhruva Maharaj fixed the weapon made by Narayana Rishi onto his bow, arrows with golden shafts and feathers like the wings of a swan flew out from it. They entered the enemy soldiers with great hissing sound, just as peacocks enter the forest with a tumultuous crowing. And thus ends our reading for today. We'll continue from text 4 on Friday. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Guru Dev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai.
Yeah,
Jai Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai.
yeah,
All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees. Sama Bhaktivedanta Vrinda Ki Jai.
yeah,
Jai Navadvip Dham Ki Jai, Nishangapali Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath
yeah,
Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Dhruv Ki Jai, Ganga
yeah,
Mai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai,
yeah,
Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Giri
yeah,
Govardhan Guta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai, Sham Kund Radha Kund Ki Jai,
yeah,
Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Jai
yeah,
Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai,
yeah,
Scientific Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Princeton Bhaktivedanta Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Institute Ki Jai, Sri
yeah,
Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai,
yeah,
Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Nitai
yeah.
Gaura Premanandi Hari Hari Hari
Hallelujah.
Bo, Jai Shripadananda Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai, Hare
Jai
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Keshava Prabhu ki jai.
Jai Gurudev.
Prabhu, this is correct. Srivasa. Some people is pronunciate Srinivasa. Is not correct.
What about Srinivas?
Yes, Srivasa is correct. No Srinivasa.
Srivatsa, you're saying?
Yes, Srivasa. Some people in pronunciate Srinivas. I don't know.
It's two different people, Prabhu. Srinivasacharya is one devotee, and Srivas Thakur is another devotee. It's two different devotees.
Okay, it's different.
Yes, Srinivas is there. Srinivas is a disciple, a student of Jiva Goswami.
Yes, Srinivasa is other
Srinivas,
order. Srinivasa other devotee.
yes,
Srivas and
Srinivas is
certain
student of Jiva.
Panchatattva.
Yes, Srinivas is Panchatattva.
Okay, thank you,
Dhanyavad.
Prabhu.
Thank you.
Dhanyavad.